Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the London Black Knights. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready! 30 base.
Check. Watch 54. Get ready.
What?
Hey, watch that.
Let's go.
Right, 54. I got one.
Let's go.
Watch it quick.
They'll run
Watch
for the
it
first
quick.
time with Tevin
Check 52.
Coleman. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
54 Mike. 6 man. Check curls.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike's 54.
Snap.
Back to throw now on second and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
You go tight.
Man.
You got tight right there.
Fire.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And some room to run now. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
It's just me and you.
Ready.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Gator.
Right, 54. Check. Quick the edge. Come.
Get it.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that happens. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say,
Play action.
yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In his explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
What you got?
He'll look to throw. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 10, touchdown. 54. Mike, 54.
He don't know no better.
Go. Motion.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
61. Match box. Mike.
37. Check 37.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to me.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Check. Watch 54.
Come on, boy.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense, but the goal line offense that time getting it done. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
46-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Get ready.
Good pickup there, 26 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Mike 5'9",
From the red zone now, they look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
In the face.
Go. Come on. Zoom.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll set up to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And his kick is good. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Now the wolf. Mike.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, 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 hey.
Check 99. Check 99.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All day, every day, any day.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Now.
On first down, Coleman. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point, and neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And a short 3-yard pickup gets them up to the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
54. Let him know.
They'll try the right side row. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Touchdown, 49ers! He goes 67 yards on the punt return, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7, Black Knights 3. John Brown set to kick off.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go, here we go.
Run for Pollard.
Get there, get there, get there.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Jordan Berry now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Great blocking on the return. It springs in for 25. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, this is Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now it's the quarterback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's 3rd down.
On the double.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, here we go.
And ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He hasn't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
Let's go. Come on.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would like to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Or get into field goal range and tying it. That's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Second down and inches. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready? 18, Gator. Check. Watch 54. Get that quarterback. They go.
Looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. Last force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in that direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Now here's Ross. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And the 49ers first down.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
X3, 2 and 5.
7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
Ready?
Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Here we go,
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Come on, set. 54. Right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, check.
On 1st and 10. Lamb. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Keeps the score. Niners 13. Black Knights 10. John Brown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch the block, motion. Set, go.
On 2nd down now. Pollard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Yeah, baby. Ready? 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. Ross on the return. 12 yards on the return that time.
Let's go,
That will come
let's
the
go.
offense as they take over.
36-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go. We got this. We got this. Get it.
They'll try to get this running game going with Dice. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch 54. Crunch time, defense.
Second and 6. Open man is Samuel, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
Now the fullback, Juszczyk. Ooh, the juke. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this out to the 47. Bit of a surprise they ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
49ers.
On the ready.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the pass.
But
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Oh, here we go. Oh.
hit it.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk.
Get
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or set packages, don't they?
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Go.
Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Shoot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And that will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Next too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's second and 8. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and forever. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Don't get nervous.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
So don't say nothing.
They'll drop the throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. 2-6.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
He'll look to throw.
Get in the weight room.
Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch 54. Check.
They'll set up to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Right there. 54.
Hey.
Right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
They're going to look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 49ers' 46-yard line.
Mike 54.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Yeah. Motion. Short.
Mike's 5-4.
You remember that?
10 carry now for Elliott. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down here about the 40. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eric Armstead in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
57 to Mike. 57.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Right there.
Back to throw.
What we got?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Outlaw. 22 jet bomber.
Watch the pass.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the 49er first
So first and 10 now from the 30.
I got you. I got you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. He's checking, he's checking.
Ready? On the ground, it's Geis. They find some open field here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At the 1-yard line.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the 49ers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-2.